Okay, y'all, we'll make this a quick video. If you remember my video from yesterday where we went over that document that YouTube submitted to Jim Jordan, we went over in detail the total doublespeak that was going on. On one side, they're saying they're totally committed to free speech, and on the other, they just said, oh, the government, it's their fault. And if anything, they're trying to blame the Biden staff and the Biden administration for pressuring them into making those decisions. And it's not that they caved into those decisions to ban people, it's the government's fault that they put pressure on them, and forget about the part where they succumbed to it. Anyway, YouTube bans Alex Jones and Nick Fuentes' new channels, despite the platform's recent claim to the House Judiciary of a commitment to free expression. Now, I don't really know much about Nick Fuentes' side, but Alex Jones has been gone for a long time on YouTube. And of course, he made his channel last night. He didn't even last about 12 hours, I think. But what's more interesting is Team YouTube actually gives a response. We terminated these channels as it's against our rules for previously terminated users to start a new channel. The pilot program for terminations that many folks referenced this week isn't available yet and will be a limited pilot program to start. We'll have more to share on how the pilot program will work, who is eligible, and how creators can access it very soon. So they're going to have to do some other sort of program, I guess, but we all know that they're going to make them do 55 backflips, 45 cartwheels, and go parachuting off a few 10-story buildings without a parachute in order to survive this. So those tests will be impossible for them to comply with, right? They'll make it as hard as possible for someone to comply with it so that they just have no chance. And that way they get to say, oh, of course we're reinstating channels, but they didn't have the qualifications or they didn't meet the circumstances. And it's just like, you know, whatever, right? Now we'll go through some of these comments, which are kind of funny. So let me get this straight. YouTube sits in front of Congress swearing they're all about free expression and then nukes Alex Jones. They don't even hide the hypocrisy anymore. Big tech's freedom only applies if you parrot the approved narrative, step outside the script and you're erased. This isn't moderation, it's political censorship dressed up as safety. And the scarier part, they're not even ashamed because they think nobody can stop them. The question is, who actually runs American free speech? The people or the Silicon Valley billionaires? YouTube issued a statement saying they will remove newly created accounts from all previously suspended users. So much for a commitment to free speech across the aisle. Yep. Free expression at YouTube means you're free to agree with them or get deleted. I mean, this sums it up. Google exec making promises to Jim Jordan. Anyway, there's plenty of funny comments on this thread. I recommend you at least go check it out. As usual with Twitter, the first couple responses aren't like terrible, but then you keep going down and down where it just gets a little bit more and more funny, right? With all the sarcasm that goes on. Anyway, y'all, that was a very quick video, but we'd love to look at hypocrisy, and all of this is just like so ironic and blatant. So whenever the government and Google and YouTube and all these big tech corporations are trying to tell you, oh, we've changed, don't fucking believe it. They're just trying to blow smoke up everyone's ass. And this isn't the first time they're going to do it. This isn't the last time. It'll probably be more hysterical in a few more years when they try to say something like, oh yeah, we never did anything like that, right? And we'll just all kind of laugh. But just be aware that they're completely and totally lying.